Catherine, I want to check in with you. Do we have some questions from the viewers?
We do. We've got one from the Clark Knight who wants to know, how does one go about getting started in the music business?
Well, boy, 10 years ago, I would have had a much different and much better answer than I have today. I think today, as far as I understand it, there is really no organic, let me back up. I would say to anybody that wants to be a part of Nashville, you have to first move to Nashville. There's really not a lot you can do to be a part of the community here, when the community here really does make a lot of decisions, and I'm not talking about the one guy behind the desk.
Right.
Look, there's a community of people here in Nashville, an entire community of people that can help you in the smallest and biggest of ways. So if you want to be a musician, a Nashville country musician, move to Nashville. That's the first step. Mm-hmm. Second step is write. Write all time. Write at all times. Write everything you feel, everything you think. Run it by people. It'll probably be terrible sometimes, and that's okay. But keep writing, keep singing. And today, it seems like today, if you get your social media numbers up, you get some awareness, you get visible. You make it harder for any kind of label or anybody with power in Nashville to say no to you. So if you walk in into an office with $1 million in your pocket and say, I can leave here with it, or I can let you participate, it's really hard for a place in Nashville to say, no thanks. So you have the leverage. So I would suggest doing those things.
And you write, but you don't use a lot of your songs. Why is that?
Yeah, I don't write good enough. Well, like I said, the last thing I wrote, I thought, this is pretty good. I was going to cut it for this record. It's a song called Judas. I wrote it with a friend of mine who's actually on The Voice. Yep. It was a really good song, and I went to go cut, and I'm like, I don't even think it fits. I don't even think it sounds like a country song. It sounds more like like an Americana kind of song, really, to me. So that's why I didn't cut it. It was a really good song, though, if anybody wants to cut an
Americana band. Do you think it'll be on another album coming up, or no?
I don't think it sounds right for me.
Okay.
Like I said, I think it's Mumford and Sons kind of sound, and I know that's kind of weird coming from me, but that's the way we wrote it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Catherine, any more?
Yes, we've got another one from a user called Lovebug who wants to know, what is your ideal or favorite guitar?
Oh.
Ooh, I got a Martin D28. That is my favorite. It's so soft. It just feels like the guitar plays itself. It sounds so big, so good, so warm. And believe it or not, I got a Takamine at home that I really love too. It's about the closest thing to that Martin that I've played. And on the road, whatever's durable. I have a couple of things that are really durable because they go through a lot on the road and in and out of cases. On the stage, we got a lot of energy stuff on stage. I've cracked several of them around here around the body. So play a Breedlove, play a big body Gibson with a jumbo, and trying to think of some of the other ones. Yeah, so that's good. And a big body Takamine out there as well.
Any more? One more.
We can ask more.
Let's do one more.
The fans want to know. The fans want to know. So we've got one from Knackle3 who wants to know, what's your vocal warm-up routine?
It's very weird. It's very weird. It's hard to explain.
Okay, next question. No.
You start off trying to talk like Elmer Fudd. That's what I start off. Start with this voice right here, and I get stronger. And you really have to make an effort to stay in an Elmer Fudd voice, because eventually your voice will actually just kind of naturally come together, and it will start warming up and the things will start vibrating together. So a friend of mine taught me this. So just start as long as you can, and your voice will on its own, and that's when you're getting your voice warm. So you don't have to I don't do that.
Yeah.
I do the Elmer Fudd, and it warms up, and then you hit notes. You hear different notes, all these different notes and everything. When you warm all of them up, that way, I'm usually warm without wrecking my voice, where I feel like I've sung a show already before I go on stage. So that's my warm up.
That's interesting. Can you feel a difference in it when it gets warmed up?
I will never warm up a different way. I used to do the alphabet and the la 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 dee 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 dee. I used to do all that all the time, and by the end of a warm up, 10, 15 minutes later, I felt like I'm 5, 6 songs into a show, and it gets kind of fatigued.
That's amazing.
Thank you. That's Brian. By the way, Brian that was sitting here playing.
Oh, yeah?
Brian's the one who showed me that trick for the first time. Yeah.
Credit
I
to
was like,
Brian.
all the vocal coaches out there, that dude made the most sense right there. Painting houses.
Maybe we should hire him for vocal coaching.
That's right. He's great at
A
it.
new gig.